What's up, y'all? It's your boy Ziggy Doom, man. Back with another video here to talk about Game 2 of the NBA Finals between Cleveland versus Golden State. Um, well, Kerr came back and everybody was pretty happy about that. Cleveland did play a lot better than they did the first game. Some of their role players actually played more of a part and contributed. Their bench even in spurts, played good. But Golden State also had a lot of turnovers. I mean, they had more turnovers in the first quarter than they had the whole last game. I think the turnovers was kind of even, especially Steph and Kyrie. They was some turnover machines last night. But, the same result, man. Golden State wins by 19. I think what it is, Golden State has just too much depth, man. They have too many weapons, even with the insane amount of turnovers. Steph Curry, his three wasn't even on very well. Even with that, Draymond Green in foul trouble again. Draymond, you got to keep your emotions in check, homie. Even with all that, man, Golden State still was the superior team. LeBron James had a triple-double by the third quarter. He gave it his all. He was gassed in the third quarter. You could see it in his face. Like, he didn't have nothing else in the tank, man. He was even out there guarding Steph Curry, So LeBron James, once again, the best player in the world, did his thing, man. But the guys around him, they've got to do better. Kyrie, you got to limit those turnovers. J.R. Smith, you have got to quit making stupid fouls, man, and taking some of those shots you took, those threes especially, were not smart. You can't do that. You have to limit the mistakes and the turnovers if you want to beat a team like Golden State. They have way too many weapons, way too many. If you look at the stats last night, I mean, the fouls, the turnovers, it was pretty even. But Golden State just scored, man. Their scoring is so efficient. They have so many ways to score. Draymond Green hitting threes, Clay hitting threes, Kevin Durant, of course, hitting threes, even Steph, Andre Iguodala, people coming off the bench, Ian Clark. It's just so many weapons, man. So Golden State has the 2-0 lead. They won by 19. Tyronn, he took his starters out. It was like 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. He took all his starters out, man. That's how bad it was. So Game 3, of course, is in Cleveland. And, LeBron James said in the interview he actually likes to play on the road because he doesn't get relaxed and everything. He also got a little chippy with the reporter. And people gave him criticism for not going to the podium. But I don't think that's a big deal, man. I'm still not convinced that Cleveland can't pull out at least 2 wins. So we'll see if they do better at home, cut down the mistakes. Golden State definitely has their share of problems, especially when they turning the ball over and they're not scoring. But they still have so much depth and so many weapons to compensate for that. So we'll see if in Game 3, LeBron James can get even more support from his role players. And that bench has got to step up. Deron Williams had 0 points, none. Kyle Korver had a couple of points, couple of threes, but they got to do more, man. You guys have got to help more if you want to, stay in this series. But that'll be it for this video, man. Warriors up 2-0. First game they won by +20. This game they won by 19. Cleveland, y'all got y'all hands full.